Mears Group have secured some funding from CITB and we're currently running a tradesman into maintenance project and which includes a number of outputs. We've got some publications that will be shared with organisations around sort of procurement and driving sort of initiatives around recruiting more tradeswomen. But one of the things that we're very proactive through this project is the Schools Toolkit, where it's a resource that we will go into schools to work with children from Key Stage 2, 3 and 4, and it's mapped to the national curriculum. So it just helps us to be able to go into the schools and engage the children, talk about construction as a sector, but mainly round sort of the repairs and maintenance sector, and then engage them with some fun sort of trade-inspired activities around plumbing, there's electrical, there's carpentry, and there's painting and decorating. And so because it's linked to the national curriculum, it fits really well with whatever the teachers are teaching within the curriculum, whether it's sort of a design technology module or whether it's maths and English. They're still touching on some of the subjects that they're already learning. So there was some research that was done through CITB, and it showed that 35% of teachers that were surveyed did think that construction was not an attractive industry to move into. And so for us to be able to influence those influencers, that's been one of the reasons that we have mapped our resources to the curriculum so that the teachers can see sort of the benefits to the children in terms of being engaged and moving into this sector. And I think that there's a big message out there as well about progression through the industry, and that although we're going in and supporting children at Key Stage 2, which is age 7, that's very much the aim is around breaking that gender stereotyping and getting the message across that not only boys can do this but girls can too. Working with children at Key Stage 4, then obviously there's a little bit more careers advice in there. Well, I think one of the main benefits for us is that we have a steering group that supports the project and gives guidance on the outputs from this project, and it's a great way of networking with all of those organisations and meeting some of the organisations here today that have been involved in some of those outputs that we've got, and being able to put sort of faces to names and things like that. So the wider that we network and the wider that we share our outputs, then obviously that can be sort of cascaded into schools or into community groups, and we can just spread the word.
Something that we took away from today is a great idea that we heard by one of the speakers was about adopting a school. Although we do go into schools and we actually, you know, as part of the curriculum we'll do the toolkit exercises, by adopting a school we could work with the teachers, the head teacher, to give them a greater understanding of what we're trying to do, and this will then enable us to work with the pupils and hopefully get the pupils to inspire them to go into the industry that we actually work in. It's very important to come to these type of events because we're all inspired, but also you can learn from each other by networking, and from that, you know, it allows you to give better ideas within your business that you're actually in, and also as well to allow us to be able to recruit for the future of our business.